Hello friends, welcome back to Moon Magic Spirit. My name is Meg and today we are doing a tarot spread about a blessing that is coming your way. Today I pulled a spread from Emerald Lotus Deviation. I will have her link down below. She always has such fun and good tarot spreads, and today is all about blessings and a blessing that could be coming your way, when it's going to come, how can you accept it, and also how you can show gratitude for that blessing. So let's go ahead and get into our shuffle and see what blessing the cards have to tell us. Get a nice little shuffle going, thinking about the intention of what blessing is coming our way, when we can expect the blessing to arrive or how we can expect it to arrive, how you can accept your blessing, what this blessing is going to teach you, and how you can show gratitude for this blessing. They're not really wanting to be shuffled this way. All right, spirits, what blessing do you have for us? Okay, what blessing is coming our way? The Queen of Swords. I have been pulling her recently. When will it arrive, or how will it arrive? Judgment. I will never get over how literal tarot is. How can we accept this blessing? Wheel of Fortune. What will it teach us? This is a reverse Four of Swords. And lastly, how can we show gratitude? King of Swords. Interesting. A lot of sword cards here. 3 of the cards are swords, which is the element of air, intellect, ideas, thinking. So I think we're gonna have quite a few good ideas as our blessing through Judgment. That's how it's gonna come out. Wheel of Fortune, for how we can accept it. So this looks like a pretty promising spread. I'm just a little shook over the swords. Normally, I don't have so much of one element in one spread, and I don't often pull these sword cards. Normally, my stalker card for a while was the Ten of Swords, and the Seven of Swords. So it's nice to get some newer sword cards back into my spreads. So let's talk about what these cards mean. So here is our lovely spread for what blessings are coming your way. Again, we pulled the Queen of Swords, the Judgment card, Wheel of Fortune, reverse Four of Swords, and reverse King of Swords. So let's talk about what all of this means as individual cards and how it all ties in together for what our spread prompt was. So up first, for what blessing is coming your way, we pulled the Queen of Swords. She has been creeping around lately. She is no nonsense. She is Miss Independent. She gets straight down to the point. Let your intellect shine through, and don't let other people's emotions or thoughts or opinions of you get in the way. Is the card of feminine power, which I absolutely love. I think this is my favorite sword card in the suit. This is also a card of unbiased judgment. So when it comes to what blessing is coming your way, this is a reminder to make your own decisions, to exercise as much independence as you can. Make important decisions for yourself because it's up to you. You are the judge. So when it comes to what blessing is coming your way in relation to this card, I see a lot of independence for you. I see a lot of not giving a fuck of what anyone says. This is just like, she's just so like, not so much sassy, just straight to the point. Like, she will almost yell at you if you are not putting yourself before others. So if you're someone that holds back because the opinion of others is something that you always take into consideration, or if you're somebody that has become very dependent on other people. I pretty much am reading this though as you let other people's thoughts and opinions of you hold you back, and the blessing coming your way is you dropping that completely and doing things because you want to do it. And of course, you can still take other people's thoughts and opinions into consideration, but at the end of the day, you're not going to allow those outside thoughts and opinions to rule your drive any longer. You are going to shoot your shot. You're going to break free of being under others and putting others before yourself, and it's going to be a beautiful transformation for you. So up next, we have the Judgment card, and to me, it's just like so literal. So our second question, our second prompt was, when will it arrive? So this card quite literally is pulling your skeletons out of the closet for examination. These are corpses and caskets in the body of water that are out for judgment to see like what is going to be happening with their souls. So this is quite literally the skeletons in your closet are coming out for examination. For me, this card is a release of guilt and sadness, and of holding on to past feelings of guilt and sadness. So when will this arrive? When will the blessing arrive? The blessing will arrive when you learn to let go of your past. The future is going to welcome you with a bounty of growth and change. So also when you're feeling at a crossroads, use your intuition and intellect here. So this Judgment card pops up in a reading when a significant, the Judgment card pops up when you're at a significant stage in your journey. So what you really need right now is to allow yourself to grow and transform and release hidden potentials from within yourself. So you will have the blessing of the Queen of Swords of not giving a damn about what people think of you once you're able to let go and transform and really focus on yourself. This is Spirit telling you, you need to lean into that change. You need to lean into what your intuition and intellect is telling you, and you're going to be on your best path forward if you do so. So I absolutely love this card in this spread. And third card we pulled, Wheel of Fortune, for how can you accept it? So the Wheel of Fortune is a wheel that is always spinning round and round. This is representing that fundamental change is imminent. You need to break your cycle, but also remember the good. Take a new turn in life, even into the unknown. Be open and accepting to transformation. So we're always talking about breaking our generational cycles, or like breaking the cycle and standing out and being your own person. And I feel like it's important to not always look back at those cycles with complete negativity and like dislike or disregard or even hate in our hearts. I feel like it's very important to look back at those old cycles and remember the good times. What are the highlights from that cycle? I think it's really important to reflect on the good that happened during that period in our lives so we can hold on to that, and it will help our inner child grow and get stronger, and it will help us reconnect with the inner child. I'm going off on a complete tangent here right now, but I just think it's so important when we come to breaking the cycles to still remembering the good. So what was the good from your childhood? What are some fun memories that you can try to think back on? That will also help us heal the trauma and the negativity that also came from those cycles. So when we talk about breaking cycles, I do think that it's really important to remember the good from them. So when it comes to how you can accept this blessing, just keep the message in mind that fundamental change is imminent, and to take a new turn into your life, because again, we're full of cycles. The wheel is always spinning. So take a turn in life, even into the unknown. So lean into something that is unfamiliar to you, because that is how you're going to get your blessing, and it's going to be to your benefit. So be sure that you're open and accepting to transformation again. That is how you can accept the blessing. So the fourth card that I pulled is the reverse Four of Swords. So I'm just going to flip her around here. And this is relating to what will the blessing teach you. So this looks like an ominous card, but it really isn't. So if we look at the imagery in the window, stained glass window, you can see that there are people outside. It looks like they're being social, like there's life to be lived outside. And here we are inside, and it's obviously a casket, but we're not dead, so don't worry. But this is another card of isolation. So this is like, don't focus too much on what the opinion of others are. Be open to your intuition and insight from your deeper sources. And this is a card about just like drawing within yourself. So it's like taking a step back again, like once we stop listening to the opinion of others and letting that rule us, we can step more inwards to focusing on ourselves and what we actually want out of life. So when it comes to the Four of Swords, you may feel a little bit restless in this, but be easy on yourself. Take it easy, relax a little bit, take some time to yourself. That is what this card is representing. It's all about balance. So before, you may have had a lot of people influence your decisions and how you are living your life. So now you need to withdraw from that and focus on yourself, meditate on it. It looks like this person is in a meditative state while they're laying down. So it's all about that balance again in relating to, yes, you can take other people's opinions for consideration, but we're not going to let that rule our life and rule what decisions we make. And then lastly, for how to show gratitude, we pulled the King of Swords reversed. So this is quite a simple card. The King of Swords reversed is listen to the inner wisdom offered by the wiser elder inside of you. So this relates to your intuition, your highest self, your spirit guides, whatever you feel is helping you on your journey. You can show gratitude simply by listening to your inner voice and listening to that intuition and just respecting what that intuition is telling you and paying attention to any messages your guides may be sending, because at the end of the day, they just really want to be heard. So this was our beautiful spread on a blessing coming your way. Again, the Queen of Swords can be like a little bit like in your face and up front. She is very blunt. She is not bullshitting you. She's very upfront and blunt. But the rest of the cards were just really nice, gentle reminders on how you can relate and come back to the Queen of Swords and have her energy. I thought that was such a good message to come through from the cards on a blessing that is coming your way. Please let me know in the comments down below if any of the cards or if the whole spread resonated with you. I would love to hear that. I feel like that is such a good message that so many people need to hear, because I feel like so many of us are stuck in people-pleasing ways. I know for myself, I have been trying to break free of that over the last year, and I've made some great progress. So let me know if you can relate in the comments down below. If you have any questions you want answered by tarot or ideas for spreads, also let me know in the comments down below. Be sure to subscribe if you aren't yet already. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And as always, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to hang out with me. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.